Calderon of Fight Hook News here with Puerto Rican prospect Alexis Chaparro. Congratulations, champ. How you doing?
Thank you. I feel great. Thank God.
You got that victory win. It's your 5th victory and also your 5th stoppage.
Yes.
You know, you was looking sharp out there. The jab was going in effect. He was moving very smoothly, putting the combinations together, and you finished them off in the 4th round. How did you feel? Did you feel like the jab is your best weapon out there?
I have a lot of weapons, but I think the jab is my best weapon, you know. I think the jab is my best weapon, and I have to make more weapons better. You know, get better with my weapons. That's why I got Canito and my uncle Mike to help me with that.
Now, being your 5th fight, you know, how you feeling more relaxed in there in the ring?
Yeah. Each fight I get more and more relaxed. It's my first time going to the 4th round. You know, my previous was only round 2, so it was good that I got some rounds, and you know, it was a good feeling.
Now, I heard that this guy was a replacement. You know, he was an experienced guy, but there's a lot of guys that's been, you know, pulling out of fights.
Yeah.
Looks like you're not getting guys wanting to fight you right now at a certain stage in your career.
That's what I'm hearing, you know. Maybe, you know, I don't like to say they're scared or not. Maybe they, you know, maybe they hurt. I don't know. I'm just in the gym and I'm getting ready to fight whenever they need me.
You definitely look like the more experienced fighter in there, the way you was handling yourself, the way the movement was. You know, take us through that sequence of, you know, the 4th round when you put those combinations together. It was like a 10-punch combo, right?
Yeah. I threw a jab and he leaned forward, so me and Canito were working on the uppercut, and I think it was the uppercut that landed, and then I seen his eyes closed, but he didn't fall. So I had to finish it.
Now, I interviewed you, like, I think it was your 2nd pro fight.
My 2nd pro fight.
It was in Tampa. You was on the undercard of Jake and also Mike Perry.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So now you're in your 5th pro fight. You know, you feel like you've been progressing and getting better and better each time
I'm
out?
getting better. I'm glad. I'm taking my time. There's no need for me to rush. I'm 5-0, and I got a lot more work to do. So I'm happy about that.
Okay. Now, you know, when will we get to see you fighting in your hometown in New York City?
I don't know.
Is that something that you're pushing for?
I was hoping to be on the Amanda card until I found out it was all women. But you know, I understand the reasoning behind the all woman card. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna be there. Whenever the team thinks I'm ready for that, then I'll be in New York. Whenever the team thinks I'm ready, I'm not gonna push to shove or anything of that nature. That's not my character.
Well, you still got a long way to go as a
Exactly,
process,
100%.
but you know, the theater of Madison Square Garden is calling you. You know what I mean?
Man, amen to that.
You got guys like, you know, Xander Zayas that's about to fight for a world title. You know, he came up just like you're coming up right now.
Richardson Hitchens, you know, you got
next week. Richardson
Hitchens. God bless him. He's gonna get a victory for sure. And,
you got him going into that fight against Kambosos?
Yeah. I knew Africa for years. We went to tournaments together. You know, Richardson. Sorry, we call him Africa. That's his nickname.
Yeah, we all know in the boxing world.
Yeah. So you know, he's gonna do well.
You got him winning that fight.
Of course, yes.
And you see yourself fighting at the theater of Madison Square Garden in the future.
God willing, hopefully the team can set that up. You know, that'd be great.
Now we know that you're with Amanda, you're with a great team and MVP. They're moving you along nicely. You know, they just signed another great Puerto Rican sensation in Yankel Rivera.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of Puerto Ricans coming up now. You're the wave of the future, you know, in Puerto Rican fighting. How do you feel about that?
Oh man, it's
with the
exciting.
team that you're with right now.
Yeah, we have Amanda, who's the queen of the island. We got Xander, who's fighting for a world title, right?
Yep.
WBO
junior middleweight title.
I pray he wins that, brings the belt to the island. We just got a lot of guys. We got a lot of good fighters coming up. We got Crystal Rivera. Mm-hmm. We got John Paul. You know, we have all these guys, so it should be great.
You also have your next door neighbor right in Bushwick, Brooklyn, right next to Ridgewood, Queens.
Edgar
Berlanga. He's fighting in New York next month.
Shout out to Edgar. He's gonna win this fight. You know, pray for him as well.
That's a big fight. So there's a lot of guys that are coming up. Who are the guys that you are looking at right now? I know you like the legends like Miguel Cotto, Tito Trinidad, but right now in boxing today, other than Amanda, because we know that's your number one.
Yeah.
But other than that, in the male side, who are the guys that you look at right now that you like watching?
Oh man, my favorite right now, I like Terrence Crawford. I love Canelo. I like Terrence Crawford. I like man, there's just a lot of great fighters. I really like Bruce Carrington. That's my brother. He's amazing. Richardson Hitchens, amazing. Shakur, amazing. You know, I like everybody, man.
What do you think about Crawford and Canelo? Give me your take on that.
Oh man, I don't want to answer that, man. I'm a big Canelo and Crawford fan. You know, I just want to see how Crawford's gonna, hold on to the weight. But I know Crawford's a physically strong guy, so I think he's gonna carry the weight well. I'm gonna edge I'm gonna. I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't like to put my foot in the mud. You know what I mean? And also, I like Benavidez too. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, boss. It's great chatting with you.
Thank you, my
Good luck in your future.
Thank you.
Hope to see more of you.